Mr. Speaker, I've always said the debate should be conducted properly on the principles of debate. I've said it many, many times. But I would remind the Leader of the Opposition that when they were in government, violence against women and girls reached record highs.
In the hallowed chambers of Parliament, where words become weapons and silence speaks volumes, a confrontation unfolds that will shape the political landscape for generations to come. The air crackles with tension as Prime Minister Keir Starmer faces his most fierce interrogation yet. The Supreme Court's controversial ruling on the definition of woman has ignited a firestorm, and Starmer stands at its white-hot center, caught between his principles and political survival. His opponent, like a predator sensing weakness, moves in for the kill. Each calculated accusation lands with devastating precision. Labour MP after Labour MP challenged the ruling. They declare, voice rising with righteous indignation. How can we take his government seriously on this? The chamber erupts. This is no ordinary parliamentary exchange. It's a battle for Britain's soul. Starmer's response is telling. Deflection, counterattack, anything to escape the trap being set. But his discomfort is palpable, a vulnerability his opponent exploits mercilessly. He doesn't have the balls, they declare, the chamber gasping at such naked aggression. Meanwhile, lurking in the shadows are the plotters and schemers. The absent Shadow Justice Secretary, the ambitious member for Clecton, circling like vultures, ready to eat the Tory party for breakfast. This is British politics stripped bare, raw, uncompromising, and utterly captivating. The stakes couldn't be higher, the divisions couldn't be deeper, and the consequences couldn't be more profound. Witness democracy in its most primal form.
That we're going to do things differently. We're going to tell the truth, even when they are hard truths. Baroness Falkner's role is critical to enforcing the court's judgment. She has had to put up with relentless abuse, not just from his front bench, but from activists and ideologues. Reappointing her will be a clear sign that he is taking this issue seriously. So will he commit to reappointing Baroness Falkner when her term expires this year?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I've always said the debate should be conducted properly on the principles of debate. I've said it many, many times. But I would remind the Leader of the Opposition that when they were in government, violence against women and girls reached record highs, rape prosecutions fell to record lows, and millions of women were left stuck on NHS waiting lists, unable to get the health care that they needed. Under this Labour government, NHS waiting lists down by more than 200,000, domestic abuse specialists in 999 control rooms. We've strengthened access to maternity pay, something she calls excessive. She talks about political footballs, but a coalition between Reform and the Tories being formed behind her back. We know what that means when the Shadow Justice Secretary and the member for Clacton cook up their joint manifesto. NHS charging a pro-Russia foreign policy, enter workers' rights. Just as the Love government lost control of the economy, the borders and health, in 6 short months, she's lost control of her party.
Mr. Speaker, he's clearly so uncomfortable talking about this subject. Yes. This is a choice between a Conservative Party that stood up for common sense and a Labour Party that bent the knee to every passing fad. This is a question about moral courage, Mr. Speaker, about doing the right thing even when it is difficult. And the truth is, he doesn't have the balls. The Prime Minister only tells people what they want to hear. He only tells people what they want to hear. He is a weather vane who twists in the wind. He cheered an ideology that denied safe spaces to women and girls because he thought it was cool to do so. He hounded a brave female MP out of his party for telling the truth he accepts now. And now he is hiding behind the Supreme Court judgment. And isn't that because he doesn't know what he actually believes?
I can only assume that sounded better when she did it in the mirror earlier on. But the truth is, it doesn't really matter what the Leader of the Opposition says, because nobody believes, none of them, that she's going to lead them into the next election anyway. It's going to be the Shadow Justice Secretary. He's away plotting. That's why he's not here today, Mr. Speaker. and the member for Clacton fighting over the bones of the Tory party. And they think Reform are going to give them their votes without changing their policy. Absolutely no way. The member for Clacton's going to do what he always does, eat the Tory party for breakfast.